Tararam dararam dararam dum. Tararam dararam dararam dum. Tararam dararam dararam dum dum dararam dum dum.
I mean, I was just gonna do the Bill test and watch it for like 15 minutes, see what I think, right?
Well, you can't. I mean, you know, within 5 minutes,
It's so compelling.
the girl gets hit with a log, and you're like, your jaw
the
drops.
mother, as her child is stolen, like, yeah, talk about
And then Ram jumping into the crowd. You're like,
that part. I mean, like,
That's what
yeah,
really,
like, pick
that's
your
the one
jaw
that Dave
off the floor.
said, if you make it in 15 minutes, you know, you will be hooked.
He literally beat back a mob.
A bit more than a mob. It was
to
like,
specifically escort one person in. I mean, like, it
with
was
a
ridiculous.
1,000 people.
with a
On Twitter for a while, you know, these clips were circulating. People were like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. It's 3 hours long. It is balls to the walls insane. And it is that. Every bit of praise you've heard about RRR is true. It is not an exaggeration. It is patently incredible.
Yeah, it absolutely is one of the best theater experiences, movie experiences I've ever had in my life. I was not really feeling it too much going in. I think that the opening scene, which features a little girl being kidnapped, I thought it was, okay, this is a setting of the ground. But it wasn't until we get the first two action sequences and start getting to the development of the friendship between our two main characters, Raham and Beam, where I really fell in love with this movie. And this is not an exaggeration. I was sweating in the theater watching this movie because I was so excited by what I was seeing on screen. I was stomping my feet and bouncing up and down like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. And coming out the other end, I'm like, man, I've never felt this way watching a movie before. And having my friends beside me and watching this loud-ass music and crazy things happen on screen, it really is the 3-hour epic that everyone was praising it to be. You're absolutely right.
Really enjoyed it. There's just something that's so cool about some of those scenes, you know? Like, I mean, I think the first, like, hour of the movie is just some of the coolest stuff. But that first hour, where with the introduction of Raju and, like, how he, like, takes down that entire crowd by himself, essentially, and the tiger fighting sequence and the saving the child sequence when they first meet up and connect, you know? And then even like that dance scene at the wedding was pretty awesome. Like that, I think that was all packed within the first hour. So yeah, I mean, awesome job for that. There's a lot that went into this. This was an experience.
too much. And maybe there was more slow motion than there should have been, but it added so much to a few of these action scenes, like the scene where one of our protagonists is jumping out of the crates and there's animals following him, surrounding him, and he's going after the crowd and the animals while he's trying to get his sister. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, I've never seen anything like this. And then the creativity within some of the action, one character on someone else's shoulders, and they're just running around, taking people out, doing flips, jumping over fences, and yes, over the top, but I don't care. In that moment, you are so invested, especially in our two main protagonists, which, again, they are just spectacular. You're rooting for them, you care about them, you feel their emotion. When you get those emotionally resonant scenes, they stay with you for the rest of the film. And at the end of the day, I'm watching this movie from a completely different part of the world, and I'm so appreciative of their style and techniques used. It's different than anything we see in America, and I can really appreciate that. And I
started watching this film, and you know, it looks great. Everything looks great. The two guys, like you said, they're truly movie stars. You can just see it beaming off of them. But what I really enjoyed about this film was the fact that it was just unabashedly, like, of its culture. Like, it is truly, like, it's super pro-Indian. It's, you know what? Our guys are the best dancers. You guys suck. Your women are going to love us because we're awesome. And, you know, it was just 100% pro, unabashedly loving themselves, and I think that's fantastic. It's like a movie from their culture.
I love him. Okay, I love him. Partially because he has the most Turkish looking mustache I've ever seen. Greatest fucking, I'm not gonna spoil it, but literally just greatest protagonist of all time. Okay, straight up greatest antagonist. Sorry, not protagonist. Greatest. I mean, my fucking god. I love him. Oh! This is a movie about friendship This is a movie about fucking the fighting against your oppressive colonizers. This is a movie about emancipation. This is the best movie. Just literally, it's like 3 different fucking movies all wrapped into one, basically. And you just watch it the entire time, and it's so good. Yes, the 3D effects are not good. Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay.
I don't even know if it makes sense to like assess the plot or the dialogue or the acting or whatever. This movie was just a phenomenon. Literally, like, there are moments of things that are happening that I've never seen before on screen, and some of the reviews I've seen are like, didn't know movies could be like this, is the general tone, and I have felt the exact same way. So I don't even think we could spoil this if we wanted to, because it is a viewing experience. We talked about, you mentioned the box office of it. I can't imagine what it would be like to be there opening night of a crowded theater, because even at home alone, watching this movie at 2 a.m., I'm like pumping my fist and like standing up and being like, I cannot believe I just saw that.
Yeah.
It's not even like, it's creative fight choreography and the way that they're using horses and motorcycles in ways I've never seen before and couldn't fathom. And it reminds me in some ways of like a John Wick, where you go, oh wow, I did not expect that to be like in the world of physics that I know to be possible.
Yeah.
This movie takes that times 10. I had an awesome time. If anyone likes action movies and those anything over the top, excessive action where, okay, we're gonna make it more ridiculous. I know some people are bothered by that kind of movie. I think those people need to get the stick out of themselves and enjoy film. This is one of those. It did it so damn well. It makes sense that it got our attention for sure. And I'm hoping that next time I'm at a house party and this movie comes up, that everyone will be like, yeah, you saw that too.
It's not as advanced, okay? It's not as advanced. CGI, not as advanced. But having said that, if you ever watched a fucking movie, if you ever wanted to watch a movie where a dude weaponizes a fucking tiger, and I mean like literally grabs a tiger and throws it at a human being, and then the tiger goes immediately and attacks that human being, this is the movie for you. Okay? It's just like the sickest fucking fight sequences. It's awesome. It's so sick. It's so fucking sick, dude.